today I wanted to talk a bit about detoxing, cleansing. The reason I'm doing this is I thought it's about time for my system to get a reboot. And hopefully I'm not the only one who watched that show long ago. Alright, so the reason I thought that is I haven't really done anything in a while to detox, and I'm starting to have cravings. So I would be craving something super salty, and then I'd crave something super sweet, and I haven't had cravings in a really long time. I did not like that. So that tells me that I need to give my body a little bit more attention and see why that might be. It's not that I was satisfying those cravings with something super salty and something super sweet as far as salt and sugar goes, but still, I don't want to have those feelings. I want to be fully satisfied with what I'm eating, and for every meal to be perfectly balanced, and for me not to feel like I'm lacking anything afterwards. So this is just a little, like I said, reboot for me. And things to expect when you're detoxing. Let's go over that. But first I want to say, if you have any concerns at all, please double check with a medical professional that has experience in things like detoxing, water fasting, juice fasting, because they're the ones who have studied this area. They know how the human body is supposed to respond, and they can monitor you, answer your questions, and make sure that you are on track and you're doing it in a very healthy way. That said, most people will do this in moderation, maybe once a year or maybe more often. And by moderation, I mean 1 to 3 to 7 days max. If you want to do more than that, you definitely need to be talking to a professional and making sure you're staying in contact with them, because you don't want to throw your body out of balance. It can be easy to get addicted to detoxing. And when you think of detoxing symptoms, and there's a lot of symptoms that you can look up of people who have light headaches, they might have constipation, diarrhea, fever, aches and pains, just feeling tired and sluggish while everything's being turned up in their body, because it's like cleaning house. If you haven't fully cleaned your house, that kind of spring cleaning, in a while, and then you go for it gung-ho, you stir up a lot of dust. And the same thing happens in your body when you're doing a good cleanse like this. If there's dust to be stirred up, it's going to get stirred up a little bit, and you're going to feel kind of wonky for a while. But it's the benefits afterwards that people get addicted to. They have clear head, more energy, their skin looks great, their digestion's improved, and so many other things. They just love it. But you got to make sure that you're doing it in moderation. Do it when your body actually needs it, and not just when you want to get a detox high from it. So the reason I chose to do this as a detox cleanse is because I also wanted to tell you about something that I did when I first switched over from vegetarian to raw vegan. I knew that my body would need to clean house, and I was doing research on this and found out that if I did a juice cleanse before, just a few days before, 3 was all I could afford because juicing can be a little bit expensive, that it would be easier to transition. And that was proven to me when I was talking to the other people in the community who were doing the raw vegan challenge with me. They were experiencing a lot of gas and bloating, and my husband and I were not as much because we had done a little bit of cleanse beforehand, so we really benefited from that. And I wanted to show you a watermelon cleanse because not everybody can afford to buy a whole bunch of various types of fruits, and watermelon is cheap. Another really watery fruit that you could do would be oranges or grapes. And you don't have to have a juicer. You can have these. They're low enough in the fiber content and high enough in the water content that you can use these rather than going on a juice fast or juice feasting or juice cleanse, however you want to term that. So this is a great option for you if you don't want to buy a juicer right away and you want to see how this works. One more thing I wanted to caution you about is, yes, you can expect detoxing symptoms from very mild, hardly noticeable at all, to quite a few over a couple days, or if not more, depending on your past history. What have you been consuming recently and throughout your life, and what does your body need to do to restart and get everything regrouped and healthy again. So do expect some detoxing symptoms based on that. Everybody is completely different. But also, if you're doing detoxing for an extended period of time, don't be surprised if some of the symptoms that you're experiencing may not be detoxing. And this is why I encourage people to do it in very short periods of time unless you're working with a professional. Because you can have things pop up like for say hormonal imbalances, and this is especially critical for women, to make sure that your hormones are balanced, that you're getting what you need in your diet. This is the longest I am willing to do a cleanse at this point, because I know as a woman I need a little bit more fat than men do to maintain everything and how it's supposed to be, how my body's supposed to be working right now. So I'm still in childbearing years. I need to be mindful of that and take good care of my body. And watermelon can't sustain me throughout my entire life, so it's unreasonable to think that it can sustain me for any extended period of time. 7 days, like I said, is my max on that, because I'm hardly getting any fat, and I'm certainly not getting any of my greens, which are really, really essential. So even though watermelon's full of nutrition, like I showed you in another video, it's not complete nutrition. So I definitely want to be as complete as possible. So be mindful of that. I hope that this has been super encouraging for you. Again, this is day 3. We're going on day 4 tomorrow, and I'll see you then.